Happy Monday. I hope all that live here in the US had a great 4th of July, and hopefully that involved having a 4-day weekend to just relax and make some awesome memories with your family. We had family visiting from Ireland, and then our best friends came out with their family from Colorado, so it was a jam-packed, fun-filled weekend for us. But now it is Monday, a new week, a new opportunity to hit that reset button, and that is what this week's podcasts are all about. This week, we are focusing on resetting your goals for this year. We all start out the year with such motivation and the best intentions, but then life happens, we get busy, we lose motivation, and as time goes by, we just tend to give up on some of those goals, if not all of them. But this week, I want to help you reignite that fire in you, and we're starting with today's quote. Ask yourself if what you're doing today is getting you closer to where you want to be tomorrow.
Welcome to Mom Wife Career Life's weekly empowering episode of Monday's Motivational Mindset. And you know what that means. It's time to kickstart your week with a boost of inspiration, positivity, and a whole lot of motivation. Working moms, I get it. Mondays can be tough. We all know that. But they're also a chance for a fresh start, a new opportunity, and the perfect day to set the tone for a successful week ahead. I'm Carrie Pat, your host and fellow working mom. Every week, I'll be sharing a motivational quote and we'll break it down, share stories, and uncover the wisdom it holds for our unique journey as working moms. So whether you're getting ready for work, making those school lunches, or just enjoying a quiet moment alone, let's dive into this week's dose of motivation. Let's make this Monday count.
Today's quote is, ask yourself, is what I'm doing today getting me closer to where I want to be tomorrow? I guess this is more of a question than a quote, but it's really powerful. I have this quote printed out and front and center in my planner as a constant reminder when I need to make a decision, even the smallest one that goes in my planner is committing my time to whatever this thing is, getting me closer to where I want to be tomorrow. So before asking yourself this question, you really need to be clear on what you want your tomorrow to look like. And by tomorrow, I don't literally mean tomorrow. What do you want your future self to look like 6 months from now, 1 year from now, 5 years from now? If you haven't already done the exercise of writing a letter to your future self, it's really a great motivator. I've taken a couple of courses where this is really one of the first exercises the instructor gives. It's picturing yourself 1 year from now. What do you look like? What have you achieved? What are you proud of? And writing a letter to that person you became with all of those things. It really helps motivate you because you're checking in on this letter every so often to see how you are living up to the future self that you envisioned. Now, once you have that vision in your head, the rest is easy. As a time management coach, I really can't stress enough the importance of prioritization. Your to-do list is probably overflowing like all of ours, but not all the tasks on it are created equal. So you need to identify the tasks that directly contribute to your goals and prioritize those tasks. This doesn't mean neglecting all of your other responsibilities, but it means finding a balance. For instance, if your goal is to improve your physical health, you need to prioritize activities like meal prepping, exercising, getting enough sleep. And these actions might seem small in the short term, but over time, they could really lead to significant improvements in your health and your overall well-being. One of the biggest misconceptions about achieving goals is that it requires you to make massive changes. But in reality, it's really the small, consistent changes, the small, consistent steps that make the most impact. Think of it as the compound effect. Just like compound interest in finance, those small, regular investments of effort really add up to significant results over time. For example, if you want to improve your relationship with your kids, you don't need to plan extravagant outings every week. Simple daily actions like having dinner together, reading a bedtime story, or just trying to be more present and listening can seriously strengthen that bond with your kids. Every day is an opportunity to take a step toward your goals, no matter how small. It's easy to get caught up in the daily grind and lose sight of the bigger picture, but as you are faced with the decision, no matter how big or how small, you are going to ask yourself that question. Is saying yes to this going to bring me one step closer to that person I want to be tomorrow? Then you really need to think about whether you should say yes or say no. I'm getting really serious about this question in the latter part of this year. There are going to be a lot more things that I'm going to say no to because I personally really have big goals this year, and I know that's what it's going to take me to reach them. So my challenge for you this week, mamas, is to look at all those things on your to-do list. Look at all the things that you've said yes to so far for the rest of the year. Then you're going to go through each one of those and ask yourself, does this get me closer to where I want to be tomorrow? And if the answer is no, then you need to adjust accordingly and start asking yourself that same question every time something that will require your time or energy comes up. And it's okay to tell someone that asks for your help that you'll get back to them. Sometimes we're so quick to say yes because we aren't really thinking about the time commitment that yes will take. And then once we say yes, it's hard to go back and change our minds. So take the time to really think about it before you make the commitment. And remember, the journey towards your goals is just as important as the destination. Each step you take, no matter how small, brings you that much closer to where you want to be. So ask yourself every day if what you're doing is getting you closer to your goals. Stay focused, stay motivated, and keep moving forward. Your future self will thank you for it. And I'm here to help. Come on over and hang out with us in our free Facebook community, Work-Life Balance for Working Moms. And if you don't already follow the show, take a second and hit that follow button so you never miss another episode. Sending you so much love and light until next time on Mom Wife Career Life with Carrie Pat. Before you go, if you found this podcast helpful, I would be so grateful if you would take a minute, go on over to iTunes and leave me a review. If you have other stressed out mamas in your life that you feel this podcast could help, take a screenshot of this episode, post it on your Instagram stories and tag me, and let them know that they are not alone and they can create balance in their life too. If there's a topic you'd like me to cover or you just want to connect, DM me on Instagram at mom.wife.career.life or come on over and hang out in our free Facebook community, Work-Life Balance for Working Moms. Sending you so much love and light until next time on Mom Wife Career Life with Carrie Pat.